For those of you who think a .380 round is not all that powerful, how would you like to take a hollow point traveling at over 1,000 feet per second through the head? How about in the chest, anywhere? I think the .380 is an amazing round, and I want to do a really cool video on the .380 round and give it the credit it deserves. We're going to look at some really cool guns here in a moment. And I'm going to give you 3 trivia questions during my intro, okay? Number 1, who designed the .380? You should know the answer to that. 2, just think of it during the intro. What year was it designed? You probably think it's a newer version of a cartridge. You might be surprised on what year it was designed. 3, what gun manufacturer first manufactured it? We'll talk about that, and I would not want a .380 through my head, through my chest, and the modern day hollow points. We're going to talk about ammo. It's .380 night. Please subscribe, please tell a friend. Welcome to weaponseducation.com. All right, let's talk about the .380 round. Here's the answers of those 3 questions. Yes, John Moses Browning. Boy, did he develop a lot of stuff. That man was a genius. Got to do a whole complete video on John Browning. I mean, he just did so much for us. Like the 1911. I'll show you this in a moment. It's cool, pretty cool. Now, the .380 developed by John Moses Browning in 1908. It goes back that far, the .380. And manufactured, by Colt. So there's your answers. John Moses Browning, Colt the manufacturer, 1908. Let's take a look down here at the ammo. And what it is a shortened 9mm. Most of you know that. But I tell you what, a lot of people say, well, it's not a powerful round, it doesn't have the knockdown power. And like I said earlier, in a jokingly fashion, would you want to be hit in the head with a hollow point like this? This happens to be a Corbin 90 grain bullet traveling at 1,000 feet per second. Absolutely amazing, with the foot-pounds force of 220. And we'll talk about ballistics more in the future, but this hollow point round that you can carry in your .380s, this modern day ammo, whether it be Federal, Winchester, CCI, Hornady, it doesn't matter. They're all extremely deadly. The expansion is another thing you want to look at when you look at ammo. The expansion on this is right at 0.6 inches. So think of this little teeny bullet right there entering your chest, not your chest, but the bad guy's chest, and expanding out to over 1/2 inch. Ugh. Ugh. And those talons, you know how these hollow points expand. Extremely deadly. Most firefights for us honest people who are defending our lives in a concealed situation where we're concealing our gun and we're at an ATM and someone puts a gun to our head, most firefights are at close range. These little small guns we're about to look at is an excellent choice for summer carry, and what I purchased them for and what I like about them is they are great for a backup carry, because I always like to carry at least 2 guns, sometimes 3, but always a .380 somewhere in the mix of my everyday carry. Let's take a look at some guns now as we just keep moving along here. I'll move this aside, and that 500 Magnum, okay, that's just a box. All right, now here's a SIG P238 in rainbow finish. Look how beautiful that is. Let me just, I know there's a lot of choices out there. You've got the Bodyguard, the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard .380, which is priced appropriately. You've got the Ruger LCP, excellent accuracy. You've even got the Burst of Thunder. I know about all of them. You've got the Walther. We're going to look at a couple of what I have in my collection here right now. And you know, this round goes back to when the German officers, they used this in World War II, and they used the Walther PPK, and the Italian forces used the M1934 Beretta. So the 380 has a lot of history to it, more than you probably realized. Let's talk about the SIG P238, and I happen to have two of them. Okay, they're identical except for the finish. They both have night sights, by the way, and we'll look at the prettier one, this rainbow finish. Now, this is an excellent choice, but it does retail at about $750. You can probably get it for a little bit less. Mag capacity of 6 rounds, and like I said, these hollow points of today, these modern day hollow points, are absolutely amazing with a barrel length of only 2.7 inches. Sight radius, which is huge, at 3.8 inches. Almost 4-inch sight radius at only a 2.7 inch barrel. Very cool. What's the weight of this? 15 ounces. I mean, this is a feather. You can throw this in your shirt pocket. This is like a holster. I have a bunch of these holsters like this. You put this anywhere you want, and it's just gone. And it's great for whether you want to carry it for your main primary concealed carry or secondary like I do. Another thing about the SIG is, and no, it's not California compliant. Sorry, this P238. Let's look at another one. Let's look at some beautiful guns. We love looking at guns, and I'm going to tell you my favorite of the mix here at the end. And they're all my favorites, but I'm going to tell you which one feels the best in my hand. Take a look at this SIG P232. Boy, oh boy, talk about a James Bond gun. This gun is really special. A lot of people overlook it as a 380. It's got serrated all the way across the top of the slide. It's to reduce glare. The fit and finish, the ergonomics of this gun is absolutely amazing. Of course, all of these guns are safety checked. Now the overall length on this is 6.6 inches, and I always talk about dimensions because it's important. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. Okay, P238, P232. They're both on SIG's website. This one retails, I don't know, $600-700 in that range, the 32, and the 38's a couple of bucks more, but I really do like this SIG P232 because the way it feels in your hand. And you know, if you have to aim, and if the gun is too small for your hand, that could be an issue. But I do love them both, and they're extremely accurate. Now the mag capacity is 7+1 on this P232, and I just love the night sights on it. Let's look at another really cool 380. Okay, here we have the Car. Car, I tell you, I don't speak enough about Car. A lot of people say, well, they're too expensive, but this gun's right about $650 retail. So, you know, you want to go to Bud's or Impact Guns and search online and hopefully have a friendly FFL in your local area that you can have it shipped and pay like $30 for the transfer fee. But I tell you what, this Car is really sweet, and it's super small, and I carry it a lot. My wife carries it a lot. Tammy, say hello.
Hi everybody.
And you do like the little 380s, right?
I do. I think they're fantastic, yes.
And just 2.5-inch barrel.
It's a
Gosh,
baby.
it's a baby. What's really cool about this Car is it comes with what's called a Walther match grade barrel. Now you can Google that. That's a special barrel in this Car. There's a reason why guns are priced at what they are. I mean, it's quality. Overall length is less than 5 inches. How about the width of this gun? You know what the width is? Just think, what's the width? 0.75 inches? The average 1911, okay, here's a 1911 for comparison. Okay, I'll do this, okay? This is the Colt. and this is the car. We got 1.25 inches on the Colt approximately, and 0.75 inches width. And you know, of course, look at the size difference in a monster 45 and these little baby 380 pocket pistols, which are extremely deadly. All right, so I showed you 3 different 380s. Here's another SIG P238. I know I'm aware of, like I said earlier, the Bursa. I'm aware of the Ruger. I'm aware of the Smith Bodyguard. And you know, a lot of manufacturers make excellent 380s. Do not dismiss the 380 as a concealment gun because you think it's like too small of a round. It is a smaller 9mm, and that's all it is. And I tell you what, like I said earlier, I would not, take a look up, we'll say goodbye. I would not want to be on the receiving end of any bullet, especially a hollow point 380. Boy, oh boy, the manufacturers on how they do the ammunition today is amazing. And I like all the ammunition manufacturers. Throw in your input. Let me know what you think about the 380. Do you own a 380? Do you carry a 380? Is it in your arsenal? Is it part of your carry system? I think it's an excellent way to throw a gun in a little small holster like this, in a shirt pocket, in a suit pocket, in your jeans and your jeans and your ankle, wherever you want, and you're good to go. You always want to have backup. Backup is good in these days. You know, I'm all about carrying guns in as many as possible and being level-headed. Please subscribe. Please tell me what you think about the 380 round. That's what this is all about. John Browning designed it, 1908. Colt manufactured it. Did I show him this? Let me zoom in on this. Let's finish. This is too gorgeous. Look at this 100-year anniversary. If you guys want to see this some more, 100-year anniversary Colt railgun. Oh boy, is this thing sweet. All right. Now I'll say goodbye and just thank everybody. I care about everybody, and thank you so much. Checking out. Till next time. I got some cool stuff in the pipeline. Bye.